ruining my very sentimental collage.
Hashtag do it for her. You know, I really like that motto now.
Do it for her?
Yeah.
Have you not seen the Simpsons episode?
Okay, The Simpsons were like 1989.
This
I haven't
is
watched
like
The Simpsons in like 10 years, 15 years.
this is like one of their best. It's like the Futurama episode of the dog. Like
What the hell are you talking about?
it's equivalent.
Okay, I like Futurama, but I've never seen what you're talking about.
The dog episode? You haven't seen
I like
Futurama.
Bender. Bender's my favorite.
Okay, you've watched some episodes, but you have not watched every episode of Futurama.
Neither have you.
I have.
Do you remember when the Cyclops girl fucks a caveman?
The Snoo Snoo?
Oh shit.
Excuse me.
Wait, you
Hold on,
are a
backtrack.
nerd. Wait, you're such a
Hold
nerd.
on.
Wait, what?
Let's not skirt over that. What did she
What?
fuck?
Like a cave, like a hairy alien thing.
Is that where the Death by Snoo Snoo came from?
Yeah, Snoo Snoo came from that
Okay,
episode.
I had actually no idea. Okay. Thank you for that.
It was they go to a planet of Amazonians or like really like just
Yes.
dominant women, and then like all the men are treated as just like sex objects.
Yes.
And then like this is a paradise for both everybody involved, right? Because like Leela doesn't like really like Fry at this point, and then like I think she's just trying to figure out herself and find somewhere that she belongs, and she feels very like very attached to these women.
Wait. Hold on. Let's not gloss over the fact that you can actually recount all Futurama plots. There's like I don't know how many seasons of Futurama, but it's probably close to double digits.
No. So I haven't watched the new season. So they rebooted it 2 or 3 times. It was on Fox. They canceled it. They brought it back on Fox. They canceled it. They brought it on to some other network. They canceled it, and now they just rebooted it again on Hulu.
Okay.
So I think it was Cartoon Network that they rebooted.
That doesn't explain how you could like literally bring me back into that episode and go over all 20 minutes of everything that happened. Not just like a little, everything that happened in the episode.
It's a very important episode. It's okay.
It's not an important episode. There are no important episodes.
Snoo. There is. Oh my god, Cobes, you haven't seen the dog episode. That's what I'm saying. There's like everyone that's a fan of Futurama knows the dog episode because it like makes you cry. Like,
what happened to the dog?
What happens to a dog?
It's okay. I'm not gonna tell you this. You have to watch the episode.
Go back and watch Futurama, and no, I'm not doing that. I'm sorry.
I'm also not gonna. So you can spoil it for us.
Yeah, that's like telling me to rewatch a Simpsons episode. It's not happening.
The spoiler of the Futurama. So if you're gonna watch Futurama, don't listen to this. Okay, this is what happened in the episode.
Everyone's gonna listen. No one's not listening. What is that?
This is one of the most iconic episodes of Futurama because it makes you feel the most feelings on this one. So what happens is, like, so the whole premise of Futurama is Fry is frozen. He's like from 1999 and he gets frozen into like 2999 or something like that. And then so like in the future, he finds a fossilized version of his dog. And then so he has the possibility of bringing his dog back to life. And then so Fry goes through this whole thing of like how like he really loved his dog and that like he really wanted to bring his dog back to life, and that but he wasn't sure what he should do. Like he wasn't sure what was morally correct to bring his dog back to life. And then so like basically right when Fry finally decides to do it, they find out that the dog lived a full life. And then so Fry is just like, oh, like my dog lived a full life. Like he didn't, like he probably like went on to be so happy and everything like that. And that, like I don't want to bring him back to life. So he decides to not bring his dog back to life. And then so at the very end of the episode, like so there's like 20 minutes of him like contemplating what to do, right? And at the very end of the episode, what happens is they show the dog's life. And then so it shows the dog's life from when Fry, like throughout the episode they show when Fry got the dog. So it shows like all the happy memories of when he got the dog, how he like met the dog, how the dog would help him work at the pizzeria, stuff like that. So after Fry was frozen, the dog waited outside of the pizzeria every day for Fry to come back, and he was just like a very loyal dog. It's kind of like the a cartoon version of the Akita that would wait for its owner after his owner died. Hachi, yeah. It was like Hachi, but in Futurama, and like they play it so well because it's like Fry decided not to bring his dog back to life. Oh my god, I want to cry. Fry decided not to bring his dog back to life, but because he thought his dog went on to live happily, but his dog like basically died waiting for Fry to come back home. And then so like it's like a missed opportunity, you know? It's like it really
You are actually tore up over this.
It really, I love dogs. It's
If you watch the episode, you'll want
You
to.
tore up over this. And I don't mean to like laugh at your tears, but it's good content when you're crying
It's
over
a
a
very
cartoon dog.
it's a very emotional episode, and so like even though I told you, I still think you should watch it because it's like it really like especially because you own a dog, and I mean Kellen, you love dogs too. You should watch it too. It's
Okay,
like
but, like
but like didn't Hachi make you feel a certain way?
yeah, I cried, but that's the point. Is why would I want to watch something that makes me feel like shit and cry? It's like a dog's life, right? Where the dog keeps coming back and resurrecting as a different dog, and he always comes back to like the same owner, and then he passes it. Yeah, I can't watch those. I can't watch those things. This just make me cry.
Yeah, but it's like it like really makes you feel. And
But
like,
that's not an incentive to watch something.
basically this episode came out before Hachi came out, like the movie. And then like I know people like kind of knew about it, but it like there was no visualization that I had seen of it at that time. And then so like, you know, being young and you see this, like it's just so like this episode is a very well done episode. It's like one of their best episodes. And any Futurama fan will talk about that. Like they'll say like there are posts on Reddit that's just say like Futurama, like those like, oh, if you know you know, they'll be like, oh, Futurama the dog episode, and like everyone will just like upvote that. That's always one of the top comments.
Can I just say really fast?
Yeah.
I hate when people on Reddit say if you know you know.
Yeah,
I
like, why don't
fucking
you tell
hate
us,
that
right?
so much.
Because you
hate
don't
it
know. You're
so
just not
much.
in the know. Just get in the know.
Or like there's like a 15-second clip on I'm watching it and then there's just nothing that I'm seeing and I just wasted 50 seconds of my life. I go to the comments in hopes that someone will explain what's going on, and this if you know you know. Like fuck off with the if you know you knows. All right, what is this?
You didn't
Just tell us,
know.
right?
Why are you
It's
so
ridiculous.
uncool?
It's ridiculous. Sorry, that's all. I just wanted to get the simple plot, and no one gives me shit. All I see is if you know you know. Sorry.
That is just though.
That is me. You don't know.
I can't believe you went through the whole library of Futurama and Simpsons.
I
You were
didn't
like
even-
a boomer cartoonist.
Okay, I didn't even
person.
tell you about this episode on The Simpsons.
Simpsons overrated. I got to be honest with you.
Okay, it is overrated, but there are some good episodes.
I don't think I've never actually watched The Simpsons, to be honest.
Well, you haven't watched a lot of things, Kellen.
You're not wrong.
It's not worth your time.
There's
That's
just
all.
I'll just tell you the highlights, okay? Basically, what happens? Well, on this episode, well, I already told Kellen what happens
On this episode of Simpsons.
on this episode of Simpsons. Well, I already told
Well, I
Kellen,
know
so
where
you
this
already
is
know.
from. Yeah.
Yeah, but basically,
Wait,
Homer
did that
is
girl
stuck
just-
working at Mr. Burns' plant, and then so like Homer tries to leave the company, and then he needs the job, so he goes back to working at the power plant. So Mr. Burns hangs up the sign that says, "Don't forget you're here forever." And then Homer is miserable yet again, and so he wants to quit his job. He goes home. He tells Marge like, "I want to quit my job." Like he's prepared to tell her like, "I hate my job so much," blah 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 blah, you know. And then Marge tells him like, "I'm pregnant," and then so Homer like can't quit his job. He has to. And then like throughout the pregnancy, you know, he's just suffering so much. and then like he meets his baby, and then like he meets Maggie, and then Maggie becomes like his driving force for staying at the power plant. And so that's why he decorates the sign, "Don't forget you're here forever." And then he makes it, they like do it for her. That's where that comes from. That's so cute. Well,
You know what's crazy?
what?
It's so interesting for me because you somehow find the most emotional parts of the most lighthearted series ever. It's just it's very interesting to me that you somehow connect the most with like the one episode out of a library of 1,000 episodes of things that's just highly emotional, and that's what you connected with Simpsons
Well, because like
and Futurama.
well, all the dumb episodes you don't really connect with, right? Like I mean, I know the Snoo Snoo episode, but that's because the Snoo Snoo episode's funny, you know? Good night, Ace! Ace is
Half the
gonna go to
time,
sleep.
I'm just watching aliens overrunning cities on Futurama over and over again.
Well, yeah,
And that's what sticks with me, not dying dogs and a dog's life.
the dumb episodes are the dumb episodes, but the ones that you will remember are the ones that elicit emotions, right? It's not always just the funny stuff. Like the things that make you, that touch your heart, and like
Jesus Christ.
these episodes I think are just done really well, and I think that's
I
why
guess
they
so.
resonate really well with me. So like even like as I tell you this, doesn't it elicit like this like feeling of like, oh, you know, like that sounds very emotional, right?
You just made the Simpsons serious to me. That's what you did to me. Next thing you're gonna tell me is that, did you see that one South Park episode where Kenny dying was actually emotionally charging?
Well, I've never really watched South Park. Like I've watched like a handful of episodes, but like yeah, I mean like the episodes that mean the most are like the ones that touch your heart. So that's why like basically the context of like this picture was that like Ashley was telling us that like she actually works for a consulting, like she's a consultant, and so her job is highly stressful, and so she's been telling us like, I'm so stressed out, I just want to like quit, like can't you just like become a big streamer and then just hire me, you know? And so I felt really bad, you know, I was like empathizing with her. I was like, oh, you know, Ashley does work so hard. And so I was like, oh, I thought of this, like this came up in my mind. I made this, I sent it to her, and then you know it became like our little like joke. So
Do
yeah,
it for Ashley Poo.
Wait, there's so much story and plot behind
There's
that.
lore.
Yeah. Well done.
it's not
Do it for her.
Do it for Ashley Poo.
Do it.
that's
for
why the
her.
poos. Originally, I just put the girls, but then I was like, oh, but you know, Teddy and then Adam and like all of my
Wait,
friends.
why
really
can't you
in
do
this.
it for me?
You're not one of the
Oh.
girls.
Yeah.
Or are you?
Well,
Wait, Coles, are you a girl?
listen. All right.
Uh-huh.
Fuck it. I could be one of the girls. Let's go.
You're not
I'm
one of
kidding.
the girls.
I'm kidding. You do you. You do you.
But
I
yeah,
don't know. I
that's
think he could be one of the girlies.
You know what? I'd do it for that one guy who's jumping on everybody else, like he's walking on water. Is that a guy? He's like walking on people's heads in the back.
Is the guy walking on water?
In Jess's picture.
Where?
wait,
There's
what?
one guy with purple shorts.
Oh,
Oh,
so
that
some of
guy.
our friends weren't able to come to the event, so Ashley
Oh.
photoshopped them into our group photo. So she photoshopped like Grace and Darren and our other friends into the photo. But this guy likes to dance, so she
That's
photoshopped
incredible.
this photo, which is so funny. So like when we saw it, we thought it was so funny.
That is funny.
Yeah,
That's a W.
I hope that was a good story.
That was a good story.
Thanks so much for watching. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye-bye!